What's up, everybody? I come to you with a message about what I've been seeing in the market with a lot of customers I've been working with, and even those I don't work with I want to work with, and that is their outbound sucks. Let's just face it. Most people's outbound really does suck. And when I say that, I'm comparing this to companies who get a 35, 40% conversion rate from their leads all the way to a meeting booked. Right? I'm seeing other companies from 0.5% conversion rate to 7%, right? Ones who call a 7% great, right? And a 2% even satisfactory. And that really makes it hard to, to be in this world of sales because as an operational aficionado and a RevOps hopeful one of these days, I am really interested in seeing this number increase, the conversion rates, and I'm really interested in seeing outbound become more efficient, more predictable, and more certain for all of us. And a lot of things that I've seen are kind of boiled down into 5.5 different reasons why outbound sucks and what you can do to actually fix that. So I'm creating a webinar to talk through all of these different things, and I'll give you a high-level overview of what I'm going to be talking about. Number one, inadequate or outdated prospecting is one of the main reasons why we're missing our numbers and dealing with and accepting the status quo of where we are today with our metrics. Right? That means we need to be more personalized, and this kind of leads into the second one, more personalized with our content strategy. Right? We need to have sequences that are persona-based or industry-based or regional, right? Things like that, time-based, right? We want to speak directly to customers and not bucket them all together. Right? Like Maya Angelou said, people don't remember what you did or what you said. They remember how you made them feel. Right? So their prospecting methods are not helping us make people feel things anymore. Right? And the lack of personalization, that goes not just on the customer side, but also internally, the internal customer. As an operations professional, I want to make sure that the process that I put before my reps is personalized to them, to their learning styles, to what they're interested in and how they operate within the business. If I make it harder for them and easier for me, I'm not actually helping the bottom line, right? They're the ones who are my product. They're my audience. I want that to be personalized to them, so that they can personalize their process for the customers. It all starts internally. Number three is that there's an inefficient sales process, and the tools that you're using aren't effectively being utilized. Right? So this means coming back to go forward, looking at our current state, our sales process, what we've done in the past, and what we want it to look like in the future, and what tools need to be deprecated or optimized in order to make that process work. Number four is inadequate enablement and skill development. We can't just give people an app and expect them to do great things with it and not train them or reinforce the usage of that app and why it's important for them. Right? This is one of the biggest gaps that I see in a lot of companies, is that they think that one or two trainings is going to be adequate. It's not. Right? There is a forgetting curve. As soon as those reps leave those trainings, they lose 40, 60%. I can't remember what the numbers are. A high number of percentage is lost when there is not continuous training. So putting a plan in place to make sure that there is at least light touch points, reinforcing some of the skills and reinforcing some of the abilities and features of the tools that they use. Okay. Number five, insufficient data and analytics for continuous improvement. This means that we don't have reports. We're operating out of a black box. Right? If you were to say, how'd this sequence do today? Where would I go find that data? What am I actually looking for? How do I know what good is? Right? What did we do in a sequence like this last year? How did we perform in this particular market? Or this persona base, or this job title, what's been happening and what has been successful, and how can we improve upon that? Right? Let's not test wild ideas necessarily. Maybe wild ideas within the context of what's already worked to improve on that. Okay? And the last one, the 0.5, and this is more a philosophical thing, but stop adding fuel to your fire. Stop putting fuel. Let's just pretend like your outbound is an engine, right? You have an outbound engine. Adding leads into that process is like adding fuel into a car that may need oil, that probably needs oil, right? What we need to do is actually reduce the friction that your reps have on a day-to-day basis and reduce the friction of your operational team, so there's not as many break fix moments, and there can be more ahas about the process and the strategy around gaining more clients through your sales engagement process. Okay, so I'm so excited to bring this webinar to you because it really is bringing all the things that I've learned up into this moment into a nice bundled up little package that then we can start to unravel. And I'll have a lot of resources and some other exciting announcements after the webinar happens. But I hope to see you there, and keep your head up out there in selling and doing the work you do. Thank you so much. See you around.